Humans have invented machines, which can transform into Iron Man by putting on armor, and invented mecha soldiers, which can fight automatically. Then, human beings use these equipment and weapons to kill each other, until the air of the earth is full of toxins, and it is almost uninhabitable. In order to solve the housing problem, human countries started to build a canopy together along the river, which is a huge transparent protective cover that can cover the city, so that at least the air inside the cover can be made non-toxic. However, suddenly a meteorite fell on the protagonist's city on the earth, causing a hole in the sky above the city. What's more, along with the meteorite came a plant called Demon King Flower, which would grow rapidly when it came into contact with water, so it was huge and aggressive. If it kept growing, it would eventually destroy the entire city. And it's not over yet. This devil flower actually has the function of purifying toxins in the air, so the military of the protagonist city is now discussing in the command center, if the destructive power of the devil flower can be reduced, then this flower can become a useful disinfection tool? It just so happens that scientists have invented a virus bomb these days, which can be used to weaken the devil's flower, so the military is now planning to send a fighter team to the city. The central building with the highest area occupied by the Demon King Flower is firing a developing bomb, feeding some kind of chemical medicine to the Demon King Flower, and then the fighter team observes with a scanner to track the flow direction of the developing medicine in the flower body, and in the end it must be the exiled Demon King, the core of the flower. Then a transport plane is sent to drop the mecha soldiers near the core position, and the rest is simple. Let the mecha soldiers take the virus bomb and throw it into the core of the devil flower, let him be poisoned, he will activate the self-protection mechanism, and fall into hibernation, avoid being poisoned to death, so that he will not grow again when he encounters water, which is equivalent to weakening, and suddenly the transport plane explodes and crashes. What should I do if the virus bomb has not been invested in mech soldiers? The situation of the fighter team is also not good. While tracking the flow of the invisible potion, they were attacked by the body branches of various devil flowers, and they crashed one after another. After knowing the situation at the command center, the female colonel in charge of this operation decided to use the remaining manpower and material resources to set up the last transport plane to invest in a large number of virus bombs. Hua will not fall into hibernation this time, but will die of illness directly, but the chief soldier thinks this is not good, because the throwing range is too large, and the people have no place to evacuate. It is estimated that hundreds of thousands of people will be killed by the virus bomb along with the devil flower, so he suggested to give him some time, let him drive an armored vehicle to lead a team to support, and see if he can continue to implement the hibernation plan. At this time, after the plane crash of the fighter team, there are only 3 survivors left, and the leader happens to be the captain actor. He takes everyone to hide in a hospital that was destroyed by the devil flower and is currently empty. The young players next to them help take care of the injured players in soy sauce. Brother Shirkai himself began to search for healing tools that could be used to stop the team members from bleeding in the yard, only to find that there was an unknown creature here, with a carapace body, an insect-like head, crawling on 4 legs, and a tail. The movement is extremely fast, and the strength is also great. It is called the Demon King Beast for short. The hero fights back desperately with knives and guns, and he can still kill the opponent. The girls fought one by one, and more Demon King Beast soy sauce land was also attacked and hid, and the ingredients left behind were eaten on the spot. Fortunately, the chief soldier came to support him wearing a machine armor and helped kill the Demon King. Take everyone to kill the blood, escape from the hospital, and leave in an armored vehicle. When the hero gets in the car, he sees that the driver is his brother Xia Hodun, who was expelled by him because he left his teammates to escape. He asks the commander-in-chief, "Why do you ask such a bad guy for help?" The chief of the soldiers said that the necessity of dragging the show will not change, but people will change, so give Dun Dun another chance. Then everyone relied on the reconnaissance tools on the armored vehicle to find the location where the transport plane crashed in front. It was an abandoned building. The chief of soldiers planned to go in together with soy sauce to find the virus bomb that was swinging around the machine. The male protagonist is reluctant to part with the little girl he just rescued in the car. The little girl has no lines and keeps saying that she wants to leave me, okay? The male protagonist felt that he looked very similar to her daughter who died of illness, so she fell in love with each other and regarded her as her own daughter, so he said distressfully, "Okay, I will never leave you again." But the man's mouth is a deceitful ghost. The hero left after finishing speaking. He also went to the abandoned building to help find the virus bomb. A bunch of Demon King beasts here need someone to help fight. Later, even Xiahou Dun came to support. After a hard fight, everyone finally found a can of virus bombs and escaped from the abandoned building. At present, it seems that the Demon King beast will only hide in the building, and it is unlikely to come out on the road and return to the armored vehicle. The soy sauce emperor also said that he is no longer a soy sauce maker at last. He just found the body of a mech soldier on a transport plane in an abandoned building, and read the memory card from the body. This mecha soldier attracted a grenade, which caused the transport plane to be blown up and crashed, and the commander-in-chief of the command center, the Wheelchair King, authorized the mecha soldier to do this, so everyone called and asked if the Wheelchair King was messing around. The Wheelchair King uses the following picture to express, "I can't let anyone purify the poisonous air, that will make the sky screen unnecessary, and I have built the sky screen all my life. I am the sky screen is me, no one should think about it deprive me of my sense of existence. I will continue to build the sky, and then you find out the truth, so I have to kill you to silence it." Then the Wheelchair King sent 3 mecha soldiers to attack the armored vehicle of the heroes group. The two sides fought each other on the road. The armored soldiers died together, fell under the bridge, bought time for the armored vehicles, let everyone escape by car, and fled to the location of the core of the Devil Flower. The hero and his team had already tracked out the core by scanning the developer before the plane team crashed. The location, but before it could be sent back to the command center, the plane crashed. Then there was another battle, because the Wheelchair King's mech soldiers were very strong, they chased after him even if they didn't die, and insisted on killing the hero. How can they still live? Then I have to live to fight. Then the male protagonist was seriously injured by the mech soldiers, but he suddenly thought that he had promised not to leave, so he couldn't die, and death meant leaving, and he had to launch a counterattack. As soon as the others heard it, they immediately understood that the horn meant that the story was about to end, so everyone had to work together to fight back, finish it quickly, and successfully wiped out all the mecha soldiers. At this time, a torrential rain is coming. Judging from the amount of rain, if the rain is allowed to end, the size of the Devil Flower may grow to the size of the entire city, and then millions of people in the city will die. Fortunately, the chief soldier broke into the core of the Demon King Flower in time and dropped the virus bomb. The core of the Devil Flower is his brain. After he judged that he was poisoned, in order to avoid dying, he really entered hibernation. What is unknown is that Demon King Beast and Demon King Flower seem to be a community of life, so Cow, Beast King, and Demon King Beast all lost their lives. At the end of the story, the Wheelchair King may have committed suicide, and there was no picture, and then humans began to use the Devil Flower to evolve the Earth, and the poisonous gas world was beautiful, and the story ended. The Easter egg is the second episode where the hero wants to fly a spaceship to the moon. In short, after reading this story, I think this story may be expressing the core of saving the world. The key is daughters and the like. Let's give birth to one and save the world together.